A place that doesn't need any introduction at all, the Taj Mahal. A world-renowned site, one of the 7 wonders of the world, a beautiful mausoleum located in India, in the city of Agra. Visitors from all over the world come here year after year to witness and appreciate the beauty of Taj Mahal. Not everyone is a fan of the site, as I've also met other travelers who said that the Taj Mahal, and I quote, is overrated. Everyone has different opinions on things, and me for one, not being a fan of touristy sites, I completely disagree with that statement. To me, it's a must-see. It's beautiful and it's definitely worth all the hype. For as long as I can remember, I've seen the structure through a screen, and now I finally come face to face to it up close. It definitely did not disappoint. To give a backstory, the marble construction White Mausoleum was built between 1631 to 1648 by the Mughal emperor named Shah Jahan to honor one of his wives, Mumtaz Mahal. She died while giving birth to their 14th child in 1631. Aside from the romantic gesture behind the build, the Taj Mahal is one of the most impressive architectural achievements to date. Its shapes, patterns, the arches, the dome, the symmetry, and just the overall aesthetics of this place is such an amazing thing to experience. There were a lot of planning that went behind this in terms of how it was going to be built. It really was thoroughly thought out, but I'm not going to get into the details about the structure, sections, parts, and placements and all that. I won't be getting into that, although I'll be sharing with you what you need to know when you're visiting Taj Mahal. But before we get into it, you already know what to do. Give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet, and let's get this video started. Being that this is a UNESCO site and one of the most popular places to visit in India by both foreigners and locals, you definitely want to avoid a crowd. That said, you want to come here for sunrise. There are a couple of benefits when coming here bright and early. By coming early, it's just that much cooler than coming later in the day. There's a lot of people in the morning, but there's definitely more after 10 a.m. as this is when a lot of the tour groups and buses come, as well as the non-morning people. And it's just more satisfying to wake up early to see the Taj Mahal first thing in the morning. There are plenty of hostels and hotels surrounding the Taj Mahal. I suggest staying near it so that it makes the commute first thing in the morning much easier for you. I stayed in a place within a 5-minute walking distance from the Taj Mahal. I highly recommend you do the same. Prior to entering, you need to queue to get your tickets. You may get your tickets online or at the ticketing office near the Taj Mahal. The eastern and western gates both have a ticketing office. The south gate doesn't, though you may enter here also, but not till after 8 a.m. Make sure you know this the night before. You need to know where you're going to queue to get your tickets, as well as where to enter. And I'll get into that a bit later. The entrance fee is 1,100 Indian rupees, which is roughly around 20 Canadian dollars or 15 US dollars for foreigners, and 50 Indian rupees, which is about 1 Canadian dollar or 70 cents US dollars for locals. Anyone under the age of 15 is free to enter the site. The entrance fee includes shoe covers, a small bottle of water, and a tourist map, or what I like to call it, the Taj Mahal starter kit. As I mentioned earlier, you need to know which gate to enter from. So that said, here's what you need to know about the gates. This is a popular gate used by tourists because it's close to a lot of the hostels and hotels within walking distance. This gate gets crowded because of that. Although when I was there in the morning, I didn't have to wait that long. I would highly suggest entering from here out of convenience. As the day goes on, it gets less crowded here. This is used mainly by the locals. Throughout the day, this is where the majority of the people enter except for sunrise. So if you want to avoid the line first thing in the morning, come here to enter. On this side of the Taj Mahal is where a market with local vendors are located. It's very congested here and somewhat shady. I would avoid this gate if I were you. Besides, if you're gonna do sunrise, which I highly suggest, as I mentioned, this gate doesn't open till 8 a.m. Once you get to your gate, there's gonna be a couple of queues, 2 lines, one for males and one for females. You will be separated if you're traveling with people of the opposite sex. Massive backpacks, regular day packs, tripods, battery chargers, spare batteries, and so forth are not allowed inside. In fact, only a small bag, a cell phone, a camera, wallet, and water is allowed inside. Security is really tight, so you don't want to carry unnecessary things at the lineup, then go through security only to go back out again to have these things go in the cloakroom. A cloakroom is located near the entry, and it's where you can leave your bags and all of these things that are not allowed inside. If you do have these things before lining up, make sure you leave your bags in the cloakroom and the rest of the things you're not supposed to bring inside. Officially, there are only between 50 to 60 approved Taj Mahal guides. The thousands claiming to be an official guide is definitely a fraud. Be aware of this, as many will try to solicit you to earn your business on the streets. If you set up a tour with your hotel or a credible agency, it may be a different story. Audio guides are also available if you'd like to learn more about the Taj Mahal, or if you'd like to have more freedom in terms of going your own pace instead of being with a tour group. There are many inexpensive audio guides that are downloadable that is readily available in different languages. Taj Mahal is a jaw-dropping sight. It's an impressive structure waiting to be captured. Whether you're a professional photographer or just someone who likes to capture moments to share with your family and friends, there are a couple of things I'd like to share if you would like to get unique, beautiful shots of this place. First and foremost, photography and videography is not allowed in certain areas inside the Taj Mahal, but many ignore this sign, including myself, but just be aware of this. The only time I obeyed the sign in the area was where the tomb was out of respect, so I actually don't have any clips in that area. Also, as I mentioned, there will be no tripods of some sort allowed inside the Taj Mahal. There are many spots that are photogenic, but I wanted to touch up on some of my favorite shots from the inside and the outside. First spot will be once you enter the gate. The place is called the Great Gate. Right off the bat, it will give you an idea of how magical the Taj Mahal is. The next spot would be the classic shot of the Taj Mahal. There are probably millions of photos from this spot everywhere online. Once you pass through the Great Gate, you will most likely see a lot of people here capturing the classic Taj Mahal photo, selfies, group photos, and so forth. How the water leads your eye to a full view of the Taj Mahal from afar is definitely one of everyone's all-time favorites. My tip if you're going to be shooting from here is to aim down low, so you get this cool leading line effect towards the Taj Mahal. One of the most underrated spots to shoot from is across the Great Gate. Many people are so busy looking at the Taj Mahal, which is completely understandable, but people tend to forget where they're standing is just as photogenic from afar. The other great thing about the spot across from the Great Gate is that it's not as crowded. The next spot is to walk towards the Taj Mahal, as there will be another spot in the same view. It's just much closer. If you want to get more creative with your photos, just remember to appreciate the details. They are just as capture worthy as the overall structure. It really is mesmerizing to see things up close and in person. The clothing of the Indian women are very colorful and photogenic. You may take photos of them, but don't do it excessively. Out of all the places and things to capture inside, this is definitely one of my all-time favorite spots to take photos of inside the Taj Mahal. This is inside the Kaaba Mosque on the west bank of the Taj Mahal. When I got inside the Kaaba Mosque in the morning, there were barely anyone there. You can get super creative with your shots here without having that many people to share the space with. Also, the sun rises across from here, so you could watch the sun go up over the Taj Mahal. The prime time, aka golden hour, to take photos. It is just so surreal. In my opinion, this is the best spot to take photos of the Taj Mahal. When you're finished taking photos inside and you're done exploring the site, the Taj Mahal also looks amazing from a distance. There's a place called the Hotel Sania Palace with a restaurant terrace. I suggest coming here after visiting the site, as it offers a spectacular view. The other spot is by the Yamuna River. The river is nothing spectacular, it's actually fairly dirty, but it's definitely worth the visit. While dress code is not strictly enforced, just be mindful of the place. Remember that this place is a mausoleum. It's also a place where people come to pray. If you're gonna come here in the middle of the day, which I don't suggest, get ready to sweat in your clothes. Be sure to have something to fight the sun and heat during midday, and good luck. The locals here love their photos. Be prepared to get asked by locals for a photo. And of course, the choice is yours. You may say yes or no. Throughout my 2 months traveling around India, it got to a point when it got really overwhelming. Yes, even for me. The Taj Mahal is a thing of beauty. From the moment you see it at the entrance till you leave the place, it will leave you breathless. Now, I know you enjoyed this video, so before we end it, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel to see more videos like these, and I'll catch you in the next video.